Hello student, today we start our new topic is the electron spin resonance spectroscopy. In short, it is also called as the ESR spectroscopy. ESR spectroscopy also called as the EPR spectroscopy and the EMR spectroscopy. EPR means the electron paramagnetic resonance spectroscopy and the EMR means electron magnetic resonance spectroscopy. This ESR is a branch of absorption spectroscopy in which a radiation having frequency in the microwave region is absorbed by paramagnetic substances to induce the transitions between magnetic energy levels of electrons with the unpaired spins. This is the ESR spectroscopy. Uh, the magnetic energy splitting is done by applying a static magnetic field. म्हणजे जी मॅग्नेटिक एनर्जी जी आहे तुम्हाला एनर्जी लेवल्स जिथे मिळणार आहे दीज आर दी splitted by using the magnetic field or by applying the magnetic field, and the ESR phenomenon is shown by atom having an odd number of electrons, ions having partly filled inner electron shells, and other molecules that carry the angular momentum of the electronic origin. Then we see the theory of ESR spectroscopy or the electron behavior in the ESR spectroscopy. Before we start the theory of ESR spectroscopy, we discuss about the comparison between the NMR spectroscopy and the ESR spectroscopy. In NMR spectroscopy, generally two different energy states are produced. There are two different energy states produced due to the alignment of the nuclear magnetic moment related to the applied field, and the transition between this energy state takes place upon the application of the radio frequency field to appropriate frequency. On the other hand, in ESR spectroscopy, the two different energy states are produced due to the alignment of electron magnetic moments relative to the applied field, and the transition between these two energy takes place upon the absorption of a quantum of radiation in the microwave region. This is the basic difference between this in NMR spectroscopy and the ESR spectroscopy. Now we discuss the electron behavior of in ESR spectroscopy. There are two types of unpaired electrons, or the types of substances with the unpaired electron. One is the stable paramagnetic substances and the unstable paramagnetic substances. The stable paramagnetic substances आपण बघितलं तर त्याच्यामध्ये सिंपल मॉलिक्युल्स लाईक NO2 अँड NO2. आणि अनस्टेबल पॅरामॅग्नेटिक सबस्टन्सेसमध्ये जर बघितलं आपण तर जनरली दे आर दी फ्री रॅडिकल्स. In ESR spectroscopy, the energy levels are produced by the interaction of the magnetic moment of an unpaired electron in a molecule ion with an applied magnetic field. The ESR spectrum results in due to the transition between these energy levels by absorbing radiation of the microwave frequency. For example, electron of spin half. जर तुम्ही जर बघितलं S is equal to half, then the spin angular momentum quantum number will have values m is equal to plus minus half. म्हणजे त्या इलेक्ट्रॉनची स्पिन किती आहे तर हाफ, मग त्याची स्पिन अँग्युलर मोमेंटम क्वांटम नंबर किती त्याचा एम एस इज इक्वल टू प्लस मायनस हाफ. अँड इन ॲब्सेन्स ऑफ magnetic field, it gives the double degenerate two different energy levels plus half and the minus half. बट बाय अप्लाइंग द मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड, जर त्याच्यावरती मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड अप्लाय केली तर ते आपण त्याचं एक्झाम्पल नंतर बघू. बट बिफोर अप्लाइंग magnetic field, we get this ms is equal to minus half and ms is equal to plus half, these two levels, and this is the delta E is equal to h nu is equal to g beta h. h काय तर प्लँक कॉन्स्टंट, देन कॅपिटल H is the applied magnetic field, and B is the Bohr's magneton, G is the spectroscopic splitting factor. This is all about the introductory part of the ESR spectroscopy. Now we discuss the instrumentation of the ESR spectroscopy. First we study about the source of the ESR spectroscopy. Generally the various component of source are the klystron, then isolator, then wave meter, then attenuator. These are the source. These Klystron, isolator, then wave meter, attenuator. These four are the part of the source. First we discuss the klystron. Klystron is a vacuum tube which can produce the microwave oscillation centered on a small range of frequency, and the frequency of monochromatic radiation is determined by the voltage applied to the klystron. Generally klystron जे ऑसिलेटर असतात they are operated at the 9500 MC per second. This is the klystron operator system, or they are operated at that range. Then the second source is the isolator. This isolator is a non-reciprocal device which minimizes vibrations in the frequency of microwaves which are produced by the klystron oscillator. Klystron oscillator पासून ज्या microwaves असतात they are the minimizes by using this isolator. This klystron isolator and the variation occurs in the frequency due to backward reflections in the region between the klystron and the circulator. Isolator is a strip of the ferrite material. Isolator काय असतं तर this is the strip of the ferrite material. Then the next is the wave meter. This wave meter is a wave meter बघा. This klystron oscillator, then isolator, and third one is the wave meter. This wave meter is put in between the isolator and the attenuator to know the frequency of microwaves produced by the klystron oscillator. Wave meter म्हणजेच काय तर which is help to know the frequency of microwaves produced by the klystron oscillator, and the wave meter is usually calibrated in frequency units instead of the wavelength. Then the next instrumental part is the attenuator. This attenuator is adjusts the level of microwave power incident upon the sample. Then next instrumental part is the circulator or the magic T. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4 segment. This is the magic T or the circulator. The microwave radiations produced by klystron oscillator are allowed to pass through the isolator, wave meter, and the attenuator, and finally enter the circulator through a waveguide by a loop of wire which couples with the oscillating magnetic field and sets up a corresponding field in the waveguide. And the waveguide is generally made up of hollow rectangular copper or brass tubing having silver or the gold plating, and this plating inside to produce the highly conducting flat surface. The operation of 4-port circulator is indicated in that figure, that instrumental part. The microwave radiations enter and arm 1 enter into the arm 1. हे बघा इथे 1 2 टर्मिनेटिंग लोड जो आहे तिथे 1 2 3 4 असं दिलेलं आहे. मग मायक्रोवेव्ह रॅडिएशन्स कुठून एंटर करणार? बाय आर्म 1. मग आर्म 1 is connected to the resonant cavity. Next to that one, this is the arm 2. This arm 2 is connected to the resonant cavity and the sample. Okay, then arm 3 generally having the terminating load. Arm 3 ला इथे terminating load आहे तिथे. Then the seems to absorb the any power which might be reflected from the detector arm, and the arm 4 is attached to the detector. जी 4th नंबरची आर्म आहे ती कुठे अटॅच असणार आहे तर डिटेक्टर. ओके, दिस इज द सर्क्युलर मॅजिक टी. Then the next one is the sample cavity. The cavity system is constructed in such a way to minimize the applied magnetic field along the sample dimension, and the sample volume is generally 0.15 to 0.5 ml used with a sample which not possess high dielectric constant. The sample कोणता घ्यायचा? Which not possess the high dielectric constant. Generally dual sample cavities are used in the ESR spectrometer. Okay, then next one is the magnet system. The resonant cavity is placed between the pole pieces of an electromagnet, and this provides a homogeneous magnetic field and can be varied from 0 to the 500 gas. and the field should be stable and uniform over the sample volume. Then detecting system having the crystal detector and the auto amplifier and the phase sensitive detector. We see one by one. First one is the crystal detector. The most commonly used detector is the silicon crystal, and which acts as a microwave rectifier, and this converts microwave power into the direct current output. This is the function of the crystal detector. Then next one is the auto amplifier and the phase sensitive detector. After detection by crystal detector, the signal undergoes narrow band amplification in the auto amplifier, and the reduction to noise is achieved by the phase sensitive detector. म्हणजे काय तर रिडक्शन ऑफ नॉईज मीन्स आफ्टर ॲम्प्लिफाईड सिग्नल कंटेन्स ए लॉट ऑफ नॉईज. म्हणजे ॲम्प्लिफाय तुमच्या क्रिस्टल डिटेक्टरकडून ज्या वेव्ज ऑटो ॲम्प्लिफायरकडे येणार, ते ॲम्प्लिफाय झाल्यानंतर ते ॲम्प्लिफाईड सिग्नल कंटेन्स ए small lot of noise, and the reduction of this noise is done by this phase sensitive detector. Then last instrumental part is the oscilloscope and the pain recorder. The signal from phase sensitive detector and sweep unit is recorded by the oscilloscope and the पेन रेकॉर्डर. जे काही फायनल रेकॉर्डिंग असेल ते आपलं ऑसिलोस्कोप आणि पेन रेकॉर्डरमध्ये होतं. नाव वी सी द वर्किंग ऑफ दॅट ESR स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर. द सॅम्पल हुज ESR इज रेकॉर्डेड. ज्याचा आपल्याला ESR स्पेक्ट्रा काढायचा आहे तो सॅम्पल कुठे ठेवायचा, तर ह्या सर्क्युलेटरमध्ये किंवा मॅजेक्टी म्हणजे तिथे काय आहे तर सॅम्पल कॅव्हिटी. त्याच्या खाली बघा इथे सॅम्पल कॅव्हिटी, ते एका बॉक्समध्ये होल येते. दिस इज द सॅम्पल कॅव्हिटी विच कंटेन द सॅम्पल, and the cavity serve as a very long path length cell in which waves are reflected to and fro thousands of the time. The klystron oscillator is said to produce microwave which after passing through the isolator. क्लिस्ट्रॉन ऑसिलेटर मधून काय होणार, वेव्ह पास होणार कुठे तर आयसोलेटरकडे. देन फ्रॉम आयसोलेटर वेव्ह मीटर अटेन्युएटर आर रिसिव्ड बाय सर्क्युलेटर थ्रू आर्म वन. मग ह्या क्लिस्ट्रॉन ऑसिलेटरमधून ज्या वेव्ह पास केलेल्या आहेत त्या कुठे जाणार, आयसोलेटरकडे, वेव्ह मीटरकडे, अटेन्युएटर, अँड देन फायनली दे आर एंटर्ड, दीज वेव्स आर एंटर्ड इन टू दी फर्स्ट आर्म. Then the microwave power entering arm will divided between arm 2 and the arm 3. Arm 2 आणि 3 मध्ये त्या जाणार. And the arm 2 is generally having a balancing load. If the microwave power are also absorbed completely and no power will be received by the detector through arm 4. म्हणजे arm 4 कडे ते जात नाही. If the impedance of arm 3, that is the sample cavity, changes because of the some ESR resonance absorption by a sample unit, some microwave power will enter into the detector through arm 4, and the detector act as a rectifier converting the microwave power into direct current. And if the magnetic field around the resonant cavity having the sample is changed to the value required for the resonance, and the recorder will show an absorption peak, आणि तो तिथे absorption peak दाखवतो. Okay student, today we stop here. In next lecture we discuss the presentation of the EPR spectrum, is hyperfine splitting. Today we stop here. Thank you.